Your Country 1039 KGRT. It is a Friday, and we've got a big weekend coming up and a big weekend for NMSU. And we've got Mario Moccia in our Charlie Clark studios. Orale. Yeah.
You know what? I just heard some mariachis on that commercial,
Uh-huh.
and we're going to have a bunch of mariachi bands out at our game this weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
We've got the Lobos coming into town for the first time in 4 years. So the Battle of I-25 is here Saturday night, 6 o'clock. And it's also Hispanic Heritage Day.
That would explain the mariachis. Yeah.
So, starting at 2 o'clock, that's 4 hours for the game, we're going to have mariachi bands on the entertainment stage. We're going to have luchador wrestlers. We're going to have piñatas, which I understand maybe in the shape of some Lobos.
Could be.
That's what I'm told. So I'm assuming it's a Lobo head and not like a real person.
I would hope so.
Yeah. And then we've got a lot of stuff for the kids. We've got the inflatables also at 2 o'clock. So our good friends at Coors Light, Virgin Galactic, and Nusenda are kind of partnering up to bring all this stuff for the entertainment before the game. So I think people are going to have a blast out there, food trucks, etc. And then post game, as we say, win, lose, or draw, we're going to have a big fireworks show. So I think that's great for a full day of entertainment.
Yeah, the last fireworks show was actually pretty good. Got to see most of that as well. After the game was done, and it was pretty cool to go ahead and get those fireworks afterward. Like you said, win, lose, or draw, we're going to do it. We're going to have a good time, and that's one of the things I've always liked to stress about getting out over to the Aggie games. It's like, just go out and have a good time, and definitely, I mean, you're starting 4 hours before kickoff.
Yeah, well, tailgate lots will open at 11. The game's at 6. But there's a lot of stuff. We encourage families to come out. We've got our concessions deal: 4 hot dogs, 4 Pepsis, 1 large bucket of popcorn for just $20. As I said, when we play the Lobos in football once a year, or the Lobos in basketball twice a year, to me, those are 3 of maybe the 4 biggest sporting events in the entire state, outside of, maybe the New Mexico Bowl you could throw in there.
Yeah.
But, this is one you don't want to miss. I know that the ticket office had a lot of activity. So hopefully people will come down today. The ticket office is open from 8:30 to 6. It'll open at 11 on Saturday. They can call 646-1420 at any time, or they can go online at nmstatesports.com and get their tickets that way. So we hopefully have a great crowd. Got to beat the Lobos, but there's a lot of stuff pregame and postgame for family entertainment.
And I did want to bring up one thing, because I think this is pretty cool, because I don't mind talking about it because it's a completely different area. But once again, for the UNM games, you guys are actually going to be broadcasting in Navajo.
We are.
Yeah.
I was contacted, and they, the entity had said, "Hey, would you guys ever consider this?" I said, "Yeah, that would be great." We have a lot of Native American student athletes. We've got a couple on our men's golf team, and Aiden Thomas, is one of our star golfers, was in the NCAA regionals last year. And one of our big offensive linemen, Pete, is from, I think it's Shiprock. He's originally from Montana. But he's actually Navajo. And, I was talking to the guys on what tribes they represented. Sioux, one of them was the Zia Pueblo. So it was very interesting just to talk to them and find out, where they were from, and just discuss how the Navajo language is much more difficult, than some of the other ones. But I'm really excited about that. I think, when you play New Mexico and it's broadcast around the state, it's great that all of the entire state can listen to it. But when we have Native American student athletes that are competing, Pete is a starter. He started as a true freshman against Wisconsin. So that's a big deal for us. And I think it's great, for representation around the entire state.
Like I said, I just wanted to go ahead and bring that up, because I know you've done it in the past. We've done entire seasons, I think, that we've done that. And the stations that do that are up in the Four Corners area. And being from the Four Corners, being from Gallup, New Mexico, it's really interesting to see some of those stations and some of the people I know up there that are doing those things. I think it used to be you were doing some stuff out of Window Rock, but this time it's out of Crown Point. So
that's right.
Yeah, but I think it's really cool. And I have said this before. It's very interesting to hear sports broadcasts from names that the athletes' names that and everything else that goes like that in different languages. And Navajo, just like any other, There's some words that just don't translate, and it's pretty interesting to go ahead and hear those games broadcast that way. But I did want to bring that up because I think that's significant, because it's not just the football game, but you're doing the UNM basketball game as well.
Yeah, no, we're excited about it. It's a great partnership. We're the land grant university for the state of New Mexico, and I think it's important that we serve every single citizen of the state. And I think this is one way tangibly we can say we're doing that.
Absolutely. So make sure that you are getting out, of course, this weekend for the UNM game. It's the Aggies versus the Lobos. I like to say this: not everybody's a Lobo. Was talking to a lot of people during move-in day for students that were coming down from Albuquerque, Santa Fe area. So not everybody is a Lobo. There's a lot of Aggies out there, and I know that you guys are going to show up. Kickoff is at 6 o'clock. You start all those festivities at 2 o'clock, and the tailgate opens up at 11.
Yeah, you can start tailgating at 11 o'clock. But as I said, yeah, we've got the mariachi bands on the stage, on the entertainment stage, luchador wrestlers. We've got piñata breaking. We've got the inflatables. So come on out. There's something for everybody. Inexpensive concessions, $20, feeds the whole family. And then fireworks post game.
Yeah, so it sounds like a great day of events to head out and enjoy. Of course, some Aggie football in there as well. There is a game in between all of that stuff that's going to be pretty exciting. So come on out. Saturday, it's going to be a blast out there. Any chance we get you in a luchador mask?
Well, it's possible. It's maybe a little less dangerous if I pick up a guitar, but it probably won't sound as good.
Maybe
I'll just get an inflatable.
Yeah, you could. Those are really safe. You'll be pretty good. I think you'll be pretty good in those, Mario. So thanks a lot for stopping by. And of course, Saturday night, Aggies versus Lobos. Kickoff is at 6 o'clock. Get out there, enjoy the game. I ought to get my money